to the latest episode of KapVista Klips. Today we're here with Daniel from Athena Board. How are you?
Good to see you, Daniel.
Yeah, let's jump straight in because I want to understand Athena Board, what you've done, the story behind it, because there's a really interesting story behind the company. But let's talk about the people behind it first. So, you want to introduce yourself and then the people behind Athena Board?
Yeah, well, I guess my background is I'm Daniel. I look after our distribution and support for Athena Board. So a lot of that involves, all of the stuff that you would expect from an expanding business, ranging partnerships, direct outreach to clients, and then everything else in between. And we're led by our managing director. His name's Stephen Engel. He's got a long background in founding businesses and in technology and security. And then, of course, on the technical side of things, we've got our Chief Technology Officer, Daniel, similar background, and has been with Athena Board since 2018. So really good continuity from a product development point of view, because Steve and Dan have been at the helm, making sure that we've got a quality product, which is where we are today.
Awesome, awesome. So tell us, let's go into what is Athena Board. Go into that, and then we'll go into the story of it.
Um, Think of a Athena board as sort of a digital control center for boards. It's a system of two halves. On one side, you've got the management, so that's the general counsel, company secretary, CEO, CFO, and they need to be able to prepare, distribute, and maintain important board and committee documents. So without a board portal, your options are really to manage your board by cobbling together board papers by sending them, by email and shared drives. It's inefficient and it's an insecure approach. So Athena Board for those set of people really provides a centralized platform for companies to streamline their board operations in a secure environment. It's an efficiency tool for them to be able to send them out very quickly. And it's also a governance tool to help everybody get on the same page because you've got this one platform for all things board related. On the other side, you've got the board members, and they pretty much want the same thing. They want easy access to board related materials, but they also want to be able to digest the information that the company is sending them. So for the board members, that gives them the ability to be able to go in and create notes and annotations, sign off on minutes, votes, resolutions, interest registers, access policy documents, so on and so forth. And so the outcome is really just a more secure, more efficient, and better governed board. And the result is better conversations at a board level. And of course, if you've got a better performing board, the overall company benefits as a result. And behind that, you've got what Athena is hosted on. And we're ISO certified, hosted on AWS. We're built on what's called a zero trust platform. So it's a major point of difference with Athena. That means we cannot ever access our clients' data,
Okay.
dramatically reduces supply risk. And then on top of that, we're obviously developing, as you would expect, the sorts of AI tools that customers want to really accelerate efficiency and insights into their board operations. So that's pretty much Athena Board. Think of it
Yeah.
as the digital control center for board operations.
Okay. Brilliant. Brilliant. Now, tell us the story because Athena Board is not a. It's not a new company that was started in the last few months. It has a very successful past. Tell us that story.
Yeah, it's a very circular story, actually. Originally founded, as I said, founded in 2017, product launch in 2018, founded by Stephen. Stephen had just spent the previous 7 years as a head of technology with Westpac, where he actually built an internal solution there that the Westpac board used for receiving board papers, which included a world first, actually, the iPad app. So this provided a fantastic foundation and opportunity for him to learn about what leading governance experts want out of a board portal at such a large company. So product launch was in 2018, good early adoption from some key cornerstone customers. And then the company was sold in 2020 to a listed data room vendor called the Dockyard, which shortly after that happened merged with Ansarada and pretty quickly through Ansarada, which again is a similar Australian-based data room provider, many Answerada customers adopted the product. And through that period, product development continued. Then that sort of leads us up to August of 2024, where Answerada was acquired by a US data room vendor, and the board product was spun out and repurchased by Stephen. And prior to that sale, we actually achieved ISO 27001 certification, which is obviously really important for us for our tier one clients. And so since then, since August, September last year, we've released a raft of new features, including our initial set of AI-powered insights for board and committee members. And today, Athena Board is trusted by banks, insurers, law firms, schools, not-for-profits, all the sorts of people that want secure, simple, and affordable governance technology that's built in Australia. And so that's us.
Amazing. So it was sold. It was to major companies who have then been acquired, and then Steve's bought it back. Had the opportunity to buy it back. So it's got a really, really cool story showing that there is demand for this. And, more than likely, he will build it up and it will get acquired again. So this is a very, very good story. Now, tell us about, you said it's being used by a lot of clients, not just in Australia. It's a global platform, isn't it?
Yeah, we've got clients across where quite a few clients in Africa. We have clients in New Zealand, Australia. We've got users just about everywhere that you would expect because a lot of boards are international. Um, and yeah, it's pretty much us.
So this is not just an Australian issue. You've got clients everywhere. You've got users everywhere. This issue that you are solving and solving successfully is a global issue. So this is a highly scalable tech business. Um,
Yeah.
Tell us about the next 12 months. Where do you see this going? Because you've got a very healthy pipeline of customers. What does the next 12 months look like?
Um, so you pointed out that it is scalable. It's very scalable. It's arguably it's a global problem. The path of least resistance would dictate go in where our inroads already are. So that's through Australia, New Zealand, through Africa. And so the next 12 months is really all about capitalizing on the recent partnerships that we've signed. So that's through various industries like legal services, banking, space related industries, not for profits, and education. So that gives us access to basically a pre qualified audience of potential clients that have an interest in governance tools. And at the moment, their options are limited. Their options are to do it themselves. Their options are to choose arguably insecure and extremely expensive international providers, or to go with Athena Board, which offers objectively, remove my bias aside, a more secure, a cheaper, and a feature-rich alternative to what they're doing today. So the next 12 months for us are capitalizing on those partnerships and to convert what we have in the pipeline to get us to a point um, where we're where we're doing really well.
Yeah. So this is a scalable technology, and when people say scalable technology, it's not really clear on how you scale, but you have the partnerships in place. You're working with associations. You've already got the clients, and how it scales is when a board member for a company is not usually it's not just for one company, they're on multiple boards. So if they're using Athena for one of their companies, then they talk about Athena to the other boards that they're on, and there's a network effect and a flow on effect, but you also have the right partnerships. I would say that
That's right.
this one, I like to call it the LinkedIn effect, that network effect, because how LinkedIn launched was, you'd sign up, connect your email, it would send email out to your database to say, hey, Dan's on LinkedIn, he wants to connect you, and then connect with you. And then if you wanted to connect, you'd have to create a profile and do the same thing. So you have that potential LinkedIn effect, that network effect. So this can scale very, very fast. how much are you raising? Because and what's the use of funds for? Because I think there would be a massive opportunity there to scale this faster.
Yes, couple of things. You're absolutely correct on the network effect. Board members are typically involved in multiple boards. And so you're in one board, you get referred to others. Um, in terms of how we're actually capitalizing on those partnerships, I'll give you one example, which is without getting into specifics, but we've got a association with a stream of work to educate its members, which are organisations, on the importance of governance due to recent industry events. Through them, we've been able to pick up in the last couple of weeks 3 new clients.
Wow.
And that started with one. They sit on multiple boards, they talk to each other, they refer us, and there we go. That's the partnership model in action, and it works really well. In terms of what we're raising $1 million. And the funds are being used specifically to accelerate sales and marketing, deepen our AI feature set, and expand into international markets where the same model for a secure, affordable, and simple board portal fills a clear gap for the reasons that I mentioned before. Existing incumbents are not overly secure, and we've seen that in some recent press. They are expensive. Those are 2 objective things that anybody can look at to validate what I'm saying. The technology's already proven. The raise is about scaling efficiently, and it's scaling our marketing and distribution efforts. So if you're thinking about it from the point of view of an investor, what is Athena Board? It's a well-established business with a track record. It's a high-margin SaaS product with existing recurring revenue and enterprise-grade clients. We've got a good high renewal rate, and the product is very sticky once we get it in there. And more importantly, that network effect of natural inertia, where you pick up one board, you get referred into the others. So momentum's strong. We're building these long-term channel partnerships at scale, and that's our offer.
Yeah.
Proven, secure governance platform built for the future of digital boards.
Now, I me sitting outside of Athena and looking in at the capital raise, I think your ideal investor would be someone who may sit on a lot of boards, who can come in, write a check, but then also mitigate some of the risk by rolling out Athena to the companies that they sit on the boards for. So the investor profile quite fit. I think it fits quite well with your offering. Right? There's a clear path. Anybody who's looking at this offering will understand exactly what you do. You don't need an education piece. They will understand, hey, this piece of software helps me in my day-to-day life. I might want to come in on this round because I think it fits. I'm just thinking, looking at it, the investor profile fits. They understand what you're doing. So I'm not going to take up too much more of your time. I'm interested in this because sitting on a few boards, I understand the need that the solution that you're providing. I understand from the software side of things how it's sticky and how it can scale. So anybody who's watching this episode, if they want to find out more, please reach out to my team and we can connect you with Dan and Steve to go through the Athena Board offering and find out more. But
thank you very much, Dan.
Thanks for jumping on. It's great to chat.
Appreciate it.